Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for tuning in with Mr. Stacks on another closing bell. Today is June 30th. It's about 2:43 p.m. Central Time, and we're catching back up here on the four stocks that were mentioned this morning. Actually, we have actually pulled up a different one for the fourth stock, but the three stocks that we're covering earlier this morning, which was MRIN, we had XELA, and MRIN. If you're not familiar with these stocks, these are ones that we went over this morning in the morning hype session. The XELA Technologies, MRIN Software, these are ones we've been following for the last few days. We have Beeland, Bridgeline Digital, and Churchill Capital. CCIV is one that I actually picked up today and added to the watch list. Well, we've had it on the watch list, but we actually moved it up to one of the top names on the watch list. We've seen a lot of activity moving today, and I do have a little investment in this one, so I kind of wanted to see exactly where we can take this stock if we start to see the volume build. Right now we're sitting at about 134% over our daily average. Our daily average is about 11 million shares. We're about 15, almost 16 million shares traded on the day. And as you can see, we've just broken through one of our key levels here, which was about $27, and we're already at $28.39. So if we can close out here on a green note and open up tomorrow, we may continue to see this climb. But right now we've broke through the level. We just want to continue to see it move up here. So that's what we need to wait for, is that that next column to show in the green there. Bridgeline Digital actually had a nice pop this morning. Let me pull up the day chart here. Let me zoom in. As you can see, we hit a high close to the opening bell, I believe is when it jumped. Let me look at the 30 minutes, sorry. But yeah, so when the bell rung, bing, we seen it climb to about $7, but then it's like, oh, hold on, let me come back down here. It started coming down, started to play right here at these other levels, and then before you know it, it just shot up. So anyone that was able to get in on this stock, we did call it this morning at about the $4 mark. Y'all could have doubled y'all's money easily today if y'all were in this stock here. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to grab any shares. I kind of have my money invested in some of these other ones I'm waiting on. But we'll go ahead and follow up on this one here. Right now, we've already come right back down to the moving average here on the lower level. So this one looks to have been just a pop and drop. So I don't think this one may show any more potential growth, but we can check in on this one tomorrow, maybe see if we start to see it come back up again. It wasn't a real huge climb, but hey, to double your money in one day, that's still not very bad. So hats off to those that were able to jump on this moving train. Choo choo, y'all made y'all a little money there. But XELA Technologies, this is one that I've actually invested myself in. If y'all want to check on this here, you can see I got 1,000 shares, so I'm invested in this. I don't play too much with these penny stocks, these dollar stocks, but I think there's a lot of momentum building in this one. I've been watching it. It kind of jumped up this morning, but it came back down. But I'm hoping to see it jump up here again. The sell-off this morning was due to an article that was published, which you can see in my morning video that I posted earlier this morning. But hey, I'm holding 1,000 shares, waiting for this to grow a little more. I got in around the $2, $2.17, I believe, is when I bought in. And I'm actually up, a few $100s. I'd like to see some more money on this stock here. I could have sold out here earlier when we hit a high, but I really thought we would see it jump up higher, so I'm waiting for it to retrace and then come back up here hopefully in the next day or so. But we'll keep y'all updated on that one. This is one that we'll continue to watch here. Today, as you can see, it's pretty much been moving sideways here on the lower level, but we are showing a lot of support here around the 240 mark. So we'll continue to keep y'all posted on that one. MRIN, Marine Software. This one still on the watch list. Not much of a a jump today. It's kind of on the downside. This one kind of got a little drained here, as you can see. Started to sell off since earlier in the morning hours, but it's had some good gains here over the last few days. As you can see, it was at a low when I bought in. It was like, I think 270 or so, and I rode it all the way up. I think I got out around $10, I believe, around right here somewhere. So I made a nice little chunk of change. You know, always take some profits, y'all. You know, never stay in here all the way up, because sometimes you'll not make it to the top. As you can see, you know, sometimes you can come up $3-4 and it can go right back down in the same day. So don't be greedy. Take some off the top as you can if you need to, and then just try to, you know, make those good decisions on when to pull out and when to buy in. But this was a good stock to watch. I still think this can still show some movement. The volume has tended to die down today. There wasn't a lot of price action on the upside, but we'll add this one to the watch list and see if this may continue to rally here in the near future. We're still looking for some new stocks that may show some growth here over the next few days, so we're kind of keeping an eye out to add some of those new names up here. But for today, the four that I've kind of been keeping tabs on are these four here. Nothing else I'm seeing moving too much in the market. We can go ahead and look into see what we've seen move a little. We had NIO, that's up $3. I have a few shares in NIO, which I'm holding on the long term. But these ones are a little pricier. I don't really trade too many of these bigger numbered stocks, these higher dollar anyways. I like to keep it under $20, but above, you know, $2 at least, maybe $1.50, sometimes $1. I might jump on some of those stocks if I feel they have room to grow. But yeah, those are pretty much my ranges there. I don't really like to get too expensive. I don't got all kind of money to just be throwing into the market, but I do like to hit little licks here and there. But the ones I have on my personal watch list here, as you can see, most of them are in the red today. We do have a few that are in the green, but just some small gains, nothing too crazy. O-Cup we were watching this morning that I mentioned in my morning hype video. This one didn't really pop up. There was a lot of volume coming in, as you can see, 12,000% over our daily average, but yeah, it was more on the sell side today, so we didn't really make any trades on this one here. We almost had seen a breakout around 9 a.m. this morning, but it did a reversal and ended up on the downside here. But this one's still not able on the daily, breaking through the 200-day moving average, so I wouldn't call this one a buy yet, but we can keep this one on the watch list, and if we tend to see this one continue to show some volume build up, and we'll wait for it to break through this 200-day moving average before we actually look to buy into this one here. But yeah, this was our main focus for the day. We're gonna wait on XELA Technologies here. It looks like we're showing some down movement here. It's trying to break through. Hopefully we can hold this level. We don't want to really see it lose any more value. I'd hate to have to pull out on my position. But as we get closer to where my buy-in was at, I may consider. I don't want to sit in something that's not a for sure thing too long and take a loss. But I'm going to try to give this one another day and see what happens in the after hours and into the morning tomorrow. But we'll check back in with y'all here on tomorrow's session of the morning hype. I appreciate y'all catching back up this afternoon on these updates here. If any of this information is being helpful, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up. I appreciate all the feedback. If y'all are able to comment in the below section of the video. But we'll keep y'all posted on tomorrow morning, and we'll catch up with y'all then. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one. Peace.